Welcome back to another episode of the Bryan podcast. On today's show, Airline Pilot Club tackles the pilot shortage. Etihad and China Eastern sign a JV. Dubai Airport stops 350 fake passports. FlySafair bomb threat in Cape Town. Air Canada flight faces a bomb threat as well. Airbus negotiates 100 A330neo sales. American Airlines CEO proposes a pay raise. Qatar Airways seeks more Aussie flights. Emirates upcycles its seat covers. Delta designs accessible seating, and the DOT fines airlines for a refund delays. Hey, pal.
What's up, guys?
Lots of news, man.
Yeah, it's booming this week with all sorts of pretty interesting stories.
Bomb threats and the like. Do you know anything about the Airline Pilot Club, led by former Ryanair head of training Andy O'Shea?
It's the first I hear about it.
Yeah, I heard about it last night in preparation for the show.
Yeah.
Addressing the pilot shortage through a holistic approach, integrating recruitment and training, utilizing AI and data analytics. APC partners with top airlines like Hong Kong Express Airways and Aviation, ensuring a consistent supply of highly skilled pilots. APC's innovative methods streamline recruitment, enhance training, and prepare pilots to meet the industry standards. It's got you. Most airlines, particularly in the States, are being forced to find increasingly incentive ways to recruit pilots or enhancing pay. According to CAE's latest aviation talent forecast, the industry will require 284,000 new pilots over the next 10 years. So basically what this pilot club, it's... What's the multi-pilot license? It's similar to that, but they're doing it for the airlines. Instead of it being internally done by the airline, this crowd. So when I went through it, I thought, so what's the benefit for the airline? The airline has basically a bigger pool of pilots to choose from and a consistent supply. I think that's the first thing. But it's a little bit similar. I know I take the training and that aside, but what Moritz has got with Avixu
It's exactly what I was thinking.
the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I see Avixu on LinkedIn every now and again. Someone posts something, they say, looking for crew to operate here or there. A lot of the time it's a cabin crew, but every now and again it's flight crew. And then Moritz always jumps on there and says, hey, I've found 4 or 5 suitable candidates on Avixu. Here they are.
Yeah.
And I always think, you know, if you are out in that market and you are looking for maybe a new gig or something, there is zero harm. In fact, it's only going to benefit you. Just put your details in that Avixu site and let it do the work for you.
Exactly.
Anything these days where you don't actually physically have to go and, you know, promote yourself is so high value. And this, Avixu.com, well worth it. They're really, really doing a good job. And it's I see it on LinkedIn all the time. I need pilots. Well, try Avixu. Here it is. And they're your pilots. Those ones meet your qualifications. You don't have to go through the whole thing of, does this guy have the right license? This. It does it all for you.
Listen, one of the biggest plus points, and we would know this because we were there at one stage, is you only have to load your details once.
Exactly.
You know, put one CV, load your logbook summary once, not doing it like 10,000 times.
Exactly.
To all the different places that you're trying to apply for, because holy shit, that can be a hack.
Pilots have obviously a distorted view of what it's like uploading these details because we are so used to going onto airline websites, going to the careers place there,
Yeah.
and they've got this cumbersome. Remember the old SAA one?
Yes.
I mean,
that form was a hack to fill in.
It was a hack, and then you get to the very last question, which was a ethnicity question, and I was like, why did I even start? Anyway,
It was a cool story, yeah. Etihad Airways and China Eastern Airlines sign a joint venture. Etihad Airways and China Eastern Airlines have signed a historic joint venture, making the first commercial JV between Middle Eastern and Chinese airlines. This agreement signed in Abu Dhabi rather, aims to expand routes between the UAE and China, enhance travel options, and introduce reciprocal frequent flyer programs by late 2024.
It's the first I've heard of Etihad doing something major. Of like, they seem to be the quietest of the big Middle Eastern carriers, but it's cool.
You need to shake things up. I mean, with all the action happening in Saudi, they probably realize
it's do or die for them, because they could easily get taken over.
Yep.
Dubai DXB intercepted over 350 passengers with counterfeit passports in the first quarter of 2024, increase from last year. The airport uses advanced scanners and retro-check machines at passport control and has 30 experts at the Document Examination Center to identify forgeries. So if you are looking at cruising through Dubai with a fake passport, I would think twice.
Shit, there goes that plane.
In saying that, there are so many con artists in Dubai that live in Dubai, that operate there. They're a lot. Particularly on the financial side, they're a hell of a lot.
How's this? Sorry.
Well, you're going to jump into the bomb scare.
Yeah.
But there's another one before you jump into that one, because I've just added it right now.
Okay.
FlySafair last night.
I heard about it literally just before we started the pod. What's going on now?
Grounded at Cape Town after a bomb threat. That was Thursday evening. 2200, the aircraft was meant to depart at 1725. Was declared safe and normal operations resumed. AXA said that a police bomb squad was deployed to the airport on Thursday, blah, 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 after the flight crew was alerted to a possible security threat aboard the aircraft. There must have been another note or something. Hey?
Yes.
That's what the hell's going on?
I don't know, because we had that one. It was in India last week. There's this one from FlySafair now, and the other one that we picked up here was the Air Canada flight from Delhi to Toronto, which faced a bomb threat. Air Canada flight AC-43 from Delhi to Toronto.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie. On the 4th of June, they picked up a bomb threat, causing it to be screened and moved into an isolation bay where no bomb was found, but the flight was reportedly cancelled. This incident follows the recent bomb threats on Vistara and Indigo flights in India. So
it's a common thread around the world, even here in South Africa. Not normally, we don't normally get nonsense like that.
We don't normally have cock like that. I mean,
normally get puss clapped if you come up with a thing like that. American Airlines CEO has offered flight attendants a 17% pay increase and improved profit sharing. Profit sharing is pretty cool when the company does well. Were the Emirates guys, did they get, was it profit sharing, their big bonus that they got recently, or was that just a bonus?
Emirates and Singapore. It was all as a result of profit sharing. So when it works, it works.
When it works, it works for you. So, I never seen that with any of the airlines I've flown with.
No one at SAA will get that either, because they just had to fork out their profit share to pay fines to the states. So
but they didn't pay it to the states. You paid it. You will be paying it next month with your income tax.
A true story.
They definitely not paying it. That's for fucking sure. Qatar Airways are going to increase its flights to Aussie, 28 weekly flights to Oz. So there's Qatar again doing the thing. Australian Transport Minister initially rejected the application. Where was this? Citing the mistreatment of 13 Australian women. Anyway, goes on. Becomes political. Anyway, they want to increase flights to Oz.
That's cool.
Bottom line.
More in the Middle East. Emirates upcycles old seat covers into backpacks for children in need. Okay, so Emirates is transforming over 50 tons of old seat covers into backpacks and school bags for children in Africa and Asia.
There's going to be a lot of kids in Africa walking around with 3 million farts on their backpacks.
I get it. I mean, worthy cause, but
I wouldn't want to be cruising around with
no.
I suppose they can't use. It's a good idea, I suppose.
Yeah, look, it'll probably get washed, but the
No, it
idea
won't
is that
be,
I mean,
Those things do get a bit grimy.
my textbooks are going to be, like you say, wrapped in a bag of 10 million farts.
No. Staying with cabin stuff, Delta Airlines engineers are developing a seating prototype to allow passengers to bring their own wheelchairs on board. This is long overdue. This was showcased at the 2024 Aircraft Interiors Expo. Another concept by Collins Aerospace merges two laboratories into one accessible space. Geez, how do you put two of those in the one existing space?
I don't know.
It becomes a bit tight.
Jeez.
No mile high clubs in that one. These innovations aim to enhance travel for passengers with reduced mobility. Okay, so that's something good. That does need to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
The whole wheelchair story is a disaster at the airports.
Yeah, particularly when it's left to like a last minute thing, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That was always a cock up for us. Oh, by the way, Captain, we need a PAU. Oh, shit.
This is the one you were getting to earlier. The DOT penalizes Lufthansa, South African Airways, and KLM. That was excessively delaying refunds, totaling over $900 million during the COVID period. I know, South African Airways did come to some sort of agreements and pay that back. But like you say, it wasn't by them.
No.
It was by you.
Yeah. Our hard-earned
one
South
times-
African randellas.
One times debit order paying for that one.
KM Malta Airlines and Turkish Airlines announced a codeshare agreement as well.
Mm-hmm.
KM Malta Airlines and Turkish have entered a codeshare agreement effective June 15, 2024. The partnership allows KM Malta Airlines to place its codes on Turkish Airlines. So flights between Istanbul and Malta, enhancing travel options. Okay.
You're an expert on this. What was the other one? There's a Codeshare and an Interline, eh?
Interline, there's another one.
Interlines were all the rage during COVID. Everyone had an Interline with everyone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which they're all bullshit. But Codeshare is the only real one.
Shit.
Emirates top routes to Africa in June are Cairo with 110,864 seats. Then Joey's with 74,000 plus seats. And then Mauritius, 68,000 seats. Yes. Mauritius is not technically on the continent, but
still part of
still the same thing.
Exactly.
These routes are served by a mix of 380s and 777 aircraft, of course, catering to both business and leisure travelers. Emirates still leading the way in terms of the big Middle Eastern carrier that comes here, methinks.
Of course.
Hey? It was cool. We did 3 episodes this week, and if you haven't figured that out, what we're trying to do is be a little bit more up to speed on the latest news, get in here early on the week, give you the news, knock it out so that you've got the latest gen. I think these days you can't be delayed. News from 5 days ago is just no longer relevant.
Yeah, true story.
So we're trying to stay on top of the pops with this one. And if you like it, please share it along with friends, colleagues, anyone you think may like the content of the show. And better yet, if you are watching and you continuously watch our content, then please consider becoming a patron. Link there in the notes. So that helps us a huge amount. You literally don't understand. It would not be possible if we didn't have our existing Patreon supporters that back us on a weekly basis.
Yeah, exactly. No, we, really do depend on that, and it makes the show worth doing. But I must say, 3 shows a week, as opposed to what we normally do, has been a lot of fun. It's
it's quicker, a little bit more energetic,
punchy.
Got to stay up to speed though, and make sure you got the latest news. But I think we did okay.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. If you like it, then we'll carry on. If you don't, we'll probably still carry on.
Yeah. Take it easy, have fun, and catch you next week.
Bye for now.